What? That one, if he's saying either way. If it's, okay, now we're back on. Now we're streaming. Okay. See, you got to say one or the other. You don't. I know. What's it called?
Their problem, John.
Sounds like an our problem. And our problems are our solutions. I don't believe in problems, John. I believe in opportunities. Speaking of which, I have a really big drinking opportunity that I would like to take a shot with you for. John, there's very few times in life that we realize I'm live on YouTube right now. Should I stop? Should you? I don't know what's happening, but I love it because it gives me a chance to get some things off my chest. Number one, I'd like to say that everyone is, John's back. I was going to say, everyone's too hard on John. He's really good at his job. He's not even the worst redhead that we all know. And we all know that. We all know at least one worse than him, right? So, come on, guys, give him a break. Also, so what if he's not clean? And so what if he's not fast? And who cares if he doesn't stew well? And so what if he's Brexicating day and night? What of it? Who cares if he doesn't like music and he's tone deaf and he yells at you to keep those kids off his lawn? What a big deal if he has two left feet and insists on letting everyone know I have two left feet. What does it matter? You just gotta let a peacock fly, folks. Ain't that right, John?
That's right, buddy.
We're back. We're back on the YouTubes.
We're all good. We're 100%.
Okay, I've looked pretty again. All right.
Yeah.
I take my shirt off for 1 minute. I have 1 minute without makeup and costume on. Now I'm back in the costume. Thanks, Danielle. Great costume assistant around here. Cheers, Sean. You want to do a shot? Cheers, buddy. Pink, pink.
Cheers, everybody. You're welcome for listening.
Preach. Preach.
Don't be so hard on John.
I can't. God damn it, man. This is I feel like on Tuesday, goddamn, get your fucking search engine and your musical ears ready. I promise you, Tuesday for me, I'm excited for Tuesday because I'm gonna play a little game where I try to think of songs and I'm gonna like describe them to you, or a video, or who was in it. Or I'm gonna try to hum a few bars and then I'm gonna dance around a lot. And if you see the dance, you're like, I remember that video. That's the Ed Lover dance. That's the Humpty dance. You'll see it. You'll get it, buddy. But I need you to look it up and then play that shit because it is stunning. Man, it's like I feel like I have a genie. I've got something in my heart. It's a journey for you. All right, Tom.
Oh man, that ain't nothing but the old scuttlebutt.
Oh, you like sauce too, do you, boy? Oh, hey, something. Come
All
on,
right.
here we go.
Let's get out of this lightning round, man.
Oh
Since
shit, we got more of the show.
since we
Jesus
didn't,
Christ.
yeah, we got a whole final act. Since people
Also,
did not
just
call in
really,
with
no,
votes,
I meant shit. That's awesome.
I'm going to give you a super secret bonus round. That's right. My boy Pete, you have one
Jesus.
question to answer. What major thing connects all of these movies?
Wait, I'm sorry. Say it again.
There's one major connection that connects all of these movies together. And I can go through the list again.
Well, I would think if you're doing it for the show, because we're live on YouTube now, and people who are just tuning in, you need to always recap.
That's right. So the movies that were presented were Sonny Boy from 1974, The Sure Thing from 1985, I Am Your Child from 1997, and finally Shock and Awe. Shock and Awe from 2017. What connects them all together?
The Two-Sided Pod, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern.
It's very much not correct, but I just had to do that because that was awesome.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. You don't give bonus questions. You ask the, how do I get the bonus question correct when I don't get the, like, come on, man. The through line is the children all the way through. There's always a child who's connected, who's being needed to be guided over, who's needing shepherding, who's kind of a through line of all said movies. Come on, John. You ask silly questions, I'll give you silly answers, buddy. Come on, man. This ain't my first barbecue. But if it was, I'm going to bring a takeout box so I can take leftovers home. And you will never be invited back to the barbecue, John. I promise you that.
Well, to find out that answer, let's hit these two messages and I will tell you. But wait, there's more.
I'll see you in the library next week to find out that answer. Come back next Saturday. I got you for 2 months. See that, boy? You mess with the bull, John. You get the horns.
Your balls are showing. Or we tuna.
Are we getting trolled?
The answer to the question is your lack of interest, John L. Peacock.
Who's this guy coming in hot? Someone's not playing the game. I'm not sure what that is. Stray dog. Stray dog. Who's that?
Prank call. I don't know
Prank
you.
caller.
I don't
Prank
know
caller. Prank caller. Prank caller. Jesus.
Well, the answer to that one is what leads us to our final segment of the evening. Those were all movies that were directed by Rob Reiner.
No.
Yeah. Most of them were pretty obscure, but I threw in The Sure Thing, which was
Sonny Boy Sure Thing.
pretty popular.
Yeah.
Shock and Awe.
Shock and Awe.
And I Am Your Child in 97.
Didn't know that. Huh. Did you know that Shaka Khan did the soundtrack?
I did because I actually saw the movie.
No, for Sure Thing.
Oh no. Oh no, I thought that was Weezer.
No.
In the 80s.
No, that was you're thinking of Sean and Awe.
That's right. That's right.
Come on, Sean. Come on, buddy. Sean and Awe, baby, Sean and Awe.
Well, he's not playing the responses when they should be played, but, you know, he's just being a jerk at this point.
I think he's talking about me.
When he steps on my foot
and yells things.
Say, will one of you people please do this for me? Scuttlebutt!
He gets it. Hey, so can one of my fans go ahead and do these other things to the show for me? Make part of my show by you doing research. Giddy up. Come on, John. Come on, man. You know you like it.
All right, buddy. we are going into our final segment of the episode. This is the life and works of Rob Reiner.
Steve Perry. Oh, Rob Reiner.
So when you think of Rob Reiner, my boy Pete, what profession comes to mind?
Oh, you're talking to me. I was waiting for you to answer. I'll go actor. I was going to say hostage negotiator because you might know him as a director and the people he has to work with, which is not directing, it's just negotiation, which is like kind of the two-sided pod. We both think we're directing the other one. We're both trying to negotiate from our own director's chair, and it's really great. Super great.
And actually, that was a super final secret bonus question, and it's the one you answered correctly. So, my boy Pete, you did win this past lightning round. That makes you 100% correct on all of your movie reviews.
Yeah.
You were so amazing. He is most known as an actor.
Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is. But he's such a director. Everyone knows him from When Harry Met Sally.
Sure.
Right? And he put his mom in the movie. Like that, goddamn, that's great.
Yeah.
My mom would never agree to be in a movie. She would never agree. She would not want to come to an award ceremony with me.
Really?
Like, if it was televised, no.
Okay. Bit of an introvert. Doesn't want to be seen.
100% introvert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's dark and I can sit in the back, I'm like, oh no, you have to come on stage with me? Like, no. No. My dad, he'd knock me out of the way.
So, as you said, which makes you 100% on your movie review lightning rounds, he is most credited on his IMDb page as an actor, then a writer, then a producer. Only. I assume it's because of the algorithm, because he has no bio, usually written by the person, so he didn't bother to do that. And he has credits of those credited as 83, 54, and 30, respectively. So 83 acting roles, 54 writing roles, and 30 producing roles. He only has 29 directing credits on the site. Just barely missed out.
Which is crazy. But and that's the thing. It's like if you leave it to the devices of society, we're all morons. We're all animals. So what do you ingest? Like I get exactly what I want. I love all of his movies that he was an actor in. So I look whatever he was an actor in, and I'm gonna upload those because I have to go to Wikipedia. I fight with people for uploads. John, have you ever done that? I have. Because that's a beautiful thing. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the beautiful thing about Wikipedia is that you, yes, you, I'm talking to you out there in TV land, you can update a Wikipedia page. Just have a username, hit edit, type away, motherfucker. People take that very seriously and they will edit it the next second, the next day. There's people who you can get in fights with people, which is beautiful. It's like a fucking Twitter fight, but literary. And I love it. It's one of my favorite things. Sorry, I digress.
So Robert Reiner was born in the New York City borough, the Bronx, on March 6, 1947, to Estelle Reiner, as you've already mentioned, and Emmy-winning actor, comedian, writer, and producer, Carl Reiner.
Great guy, amazing profile.
So as a child, his father was his role model. Carl Reiner created and starred in The Dick Van Dyke Show. He created and also starred in The Dick Van Dyke Show.
Hey, John, it reminds me a lot of my boy Pete, who created and started the two-sided pod. I said that, so someone's going to put that in Wikipedia. That's all I'm saying. Well, my boy Pete referenced it in the April 13th, 2023 episode at minute 94. It must be true. Hey, John, I'm playing the long game here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Crosby, Stills, and Nash style. When we break up and people are writing books about us, man, I want to be in the right.
I mean, that's crazy to me, it's just weird to me that I thought Dick Van Dyke did it, but I talked to a couple older Patreons, let's just say that, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, obviously
I talked to a unicorn. I talked to a phoenix. Granted, I talked to 2 or 3 peacocks. What are you going to do?
So
consensus was Dick Van Dyke didn't do it. Weird.
Estelle, his mother, was a major inspiration for him becoming a director because her experience as a singer helped him understand how music was used in a scene. So Rob often felt pressured about measuring up to his father's successful streak with 12 Emmys and other prestigious awards.
Ooh, prestigious on rye. Sometimes I go salami. Sometimes I get prestigious. It's delicious.
Rob moved with his family to Los Angeles in 1959. He attended Beverly Hills High School with fellow performers Albert Brooks and Richard Dreyfuss. During the summers,
What?
yeah.
What? He went to school? Really? He went with Richard? Okay. I didn't know that. I love me some Richard Dreyfuss.
And Albert Brooks, I know from
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Jude. So good. What a great movie. Sorry. I know we're going off topic, but love that movie. You can write my opus anytime, Mr. Holland.
So he did summer stock in the summers, and after graduating, he got a job as an apprentice at the Bucks County Playhouse in Pennsylvania. At 19, Dreyfuss, he directed Dreyfuss. Sorry, Rob Reiner directed Dreyfuss in a staging of No Exit.
Oh, okay.
Jean-Paul Sartre, obviously. He then attended the UCLA, University of California, Los Angeles Film School.
Let's go ahead and fast forward to when Richard Dreyfuss did Stakeout, because that was a great movie. No? Is that in your thing? No? All right, go back to UCLA Film School.
Dreyfuss kind of falls off after this, unfortunately.
All right, but you guys watch Stakeout. Love it. So good. So good. So good.
There at UCLA Film School, he helped to found an improv group, The Session, but then quickly left to join The Committee, another more political improv group based in San Francisco.
All right, I'll accept it.
Okay, so then after graduating, he began appearing in such television series as Hey Landlord, The Andy Griffith Show, and The Beverly Hillbillies.
Well, come listen to a story about a man named Rob. Known for his acting, but he got robbed for his directorships. Then one day I was updating his Wikipedia, and I got in a fight with a guy named Steve O'Media from Florida, that is, Panhandle, the crotch of America. Well, first thing you know, sorry, go ahead. I'm good.
His first silver screen appearance was in the film Enter Laughing in '67, which was his father's directorial debut. Carl Reiner directed Rob in that film.
See, and that's where I would be like, okay, sure, Dad. You bet, Dad. Carl, you doing good? How's your dad? As an actor, I'd be like, fuck you, Carl. Rob,
Well,
you can suck it too.
he
Suck
did.
it to me.
He had previously acted in a stock production of the stage version, which is based on Carl Reiner's memoir. So,
Oh, holy shit. I'm out.
yeah.
Let's take a fucking pump them brakes, John. Because if you're telling me that it's possible, I'm just thinking in the world of possibilities, yes? There's a possibility to write your memoir that gets adapted to a stage play
Yes.
that you then later get to direct and have your bastard son act in. Those are all things that are possible.
No, not a bastard son. A legitimate son, yes. But everything else, yeah. But not a bastard son.
Okay. All right. So you're saying that my choices in life and where my children come from
Will affect it, yes.
Will preclude them from. All right, fair enough. You're one of those. Wow, John. I didn't know hate ran so deep to gingers. I'm just gonna say
I have nothing against. It's just society, my friend. It's just society.
Yeah, you know, see something, say something, John. And I'm seeing something, and I'm saying something. I will fuck you up on our subways. I brought a hammer. Here's the deal, John. I'm gonna write a memoir. I'm gonna get a producer to play. I'm gonna have a bastard son. Then I'm gonna have a legitimate son, and he's gonna get cast. And then I'm gonna have Abraham and Isaac and Esau and Isaac, Esau and Fable, Cheryl and Crow.
There you go.
What are the two brothers that kill each other?
That would be Cain and Abel.
Abraham and Isaac, Cain and Abel. Abraham and Isaac, one had a bush, one had a fucking goat. John, it's not me. This is the devil working in me, as my mama would like to say.
He started his writing career because Tommy Smothers saw him perform in The Committee. That was the political improv group in San Francisco. And so he was hired as a writer for the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour, which lasted from 67 to 68.
Which is an amazing comedy duo. Funny man, straight man.
Right.
Both men who know their roles.
71 was a big year for him. He married director and actress Penny Marshall. He also caught his big break when Rob Reiner was cast as Michael Meathead Stivic in the sitcom All in the Family, which lasted from 1971 to 79.
Great show. Very problematic.
Well, here's the thing.
Great show.
The show was all based on, it pitted his character, a free-thinking hippie, against Carol O'Connor, who portrayed his father-in-law, a coarse, racist boor. It was based off a UK, short-lived UK show, but it was extreme satire. And so Carol O'Connor was the sixth actor in line. They had Laurence Olivier was the first chosen, and he's like, I will not do that. And Carol O'Connor, who was a major Broadway man at the time, he's like, no, I understand it. It's satire. And so he did that portrayal.
It's satire, but it's not satire, John. Like it's not all knowing. It's satire in the way that they talk about the political system. They talk about the struggle of like the things you believe in hippie are bullshit. But it's a prevalent overreaching thought of the times. Like You can't watch that now and say, oh, this is all satire. It's funny. There's some good funny things. It is satire because it's over the top. It's pointing fun. It's the same thing as like, oh, Married with Children, or like, and it was super over the top and super. Here are these caricatures of a husband, a wife, and children of a certain age, you know?
Yeah.
And this is what we say typical American family is, and we can go over the top with whatever. And here's the neighbors who are typical. But it doesn't play like it does. It's still great, but it kills me, John. It kills me that I'm the one saying this. It kills me. Like when I see problems with movies, like, am I this fucking conditioned? I can't watch horrible shit. I can watch. The only thing that ages well, John, really is gratuitous violence. That's never changed. Like hardcore gratuitous violence, it stays the same.
John Wick really forever.
Give me a Friday the 13th. Give me a
Night Terrors, right? That actually hurt you. John, watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, it'll calm you down. Trust me. It's like a warm cup of milk before one takes oneself to bed. Everyone loves Leatherface. I know that. You know that. Everyone knows that.
Right?
So a quick funny side note is that he wore a toupee for his role of Beathead. But Reiner still felt he wasn't successful even having a reoccurring role on one of the biggest shows in the country. With Reiner's success in All in the Family, Penny Marshall, found her own stardom on Laverne and Shirley from 76 to 83, though their marriage became strained and ended in divorce in 79.
All right, fair enough. So his ex-wife had a TV show, Laverne and Shirley. Way to name drop. Anyway.
Yeah. I didn't really write this in, but I researched it.
Schlemazel, Haas
Incorporated. Yeah, we're gonna do it.
We're gonna do it.
So him and Laverne started getting. He was really stressed because all of his TV ideas weren't taking off, and that was a major lead into their divorce. He was just, grumpy, just wasn't a good husband. But he says, and she says, both. It was his stress and strain.
Oh, and Shirley, Laverne, you're something. Oh, Shirley. Sorry. Oh, Squiggy. Sorry.
So having largely turned away from acting, he emerged as a director with his feature debut. This is Spinal Tap in '84.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
No, turn it up. We'll turn it to 11.
Oh,
11.
Right.
It's one higher than 10. So it's better.
So this mock rockumentary that parodied the music business through its depiction of a fictional British heavy metal band touring the United States. Almost 5 years into the making, Spinal Tap was saved by old friend Norman Lear, who helped finance the project, which featured Michael McKean, Christopher Guest, and Harry Shearer as the often clueless members of the band, whose fleeting triumphs and numerous travails, including their inability to keep their drummer alive, are captured by television director Marty DeBurgi, who was Reiner. It wasn't a big hit, but it became a huge cult classic, and most people loved it, but many musicians who saw the film found no humor in the situation that they themselves had all too painfully experienced. So there was a little backlash, but, most people love it.
Yeah, because, okay, John, the way to sum up the paragraph is when things strike too close to home, you don't have a sense of humor about it. You don't fuck with my life. You're a goddamn director. You don't know what the struggle is. I'm out here on the road. Goddamn bars every night, John.
Yeah.
Trying to make it happen. Everyone wants to play the Bee Gees nowadays. We're keeping it real. Fucking real.
We're getting into the height of his fame, so let's do a quick shot.
Oh my God, we're not even done. I thought we were there.
Oh,
All right,
no,
let's do a
this
quick
is the
shot.
big stuff.
Oh. Yes. Okay. All right. Cool. You do it, John. You're really good. I appreciate everything you do with your time, with your research. With man, have I told you lately you're a good co-host? And I think that you do things just the utmost. John, I want to do some shots with you. Come on, buddy. Let's do some shots. Cheers. Bink,
Cheers.
bink, bink.
Bing. I like positive reinforcement. So,
See, man. See, I told you this show. Fucking, let's do it.
with this, he began his directing career with the Oscar-nominated films, this is Final Tap, Stand By Me and The Princess Bride, 84, 86, and 87, respectively. With these successful box office movies under his belt, in 87, Reiner founded his own production company, Castle Rock Entertainment. You've heard that. Castle Rock Entertainment. You know that well.
Thursday night has come, ooh, and the shots are pulled. And John L. Peacock is talking about fun. Oh, my boy Pete. Oh, my boy Pete. He is drunk and he wants to say how good John is doing. Hey, buddy. So, John, come on, buddy. Two-sided Thursdays, oh, Fridays. Greenwich, meanwich, sandwich time. Come on, John, you know the words. Oh, John, you're not better than me. You think you're better than me? You think you're better than me? Folks, we're going on tour. We're taking that album live. Opening for Kid Rock here in the summer. You're welcome.
So, just like a lighthouse spinning in the night, under Castle Rock Entertainment, he immediately went on to direct Oscar-nominated films When Harry Met Sally, Misery, and A Few Good Men, 89, 90, and 92, respectively. Reiner has...
You can't handle the two-sided! Did you order the shots? Yeah, I ordered the shots, and I'm goddamn proud I ordered the shots. I'm the one who's keeping you between danger on this drunken wall. All right, John, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I don't know. We'll fix it in post. 3, 2, 1. Keep going.
I like these enough to put him in. So he credited former co-star Carol O'Connor, the racist one in All in the Family, in helping him get into the directing business and showing Reiner the ropes. He also, during the filming of When Harry Met Sally, met his current wife, still today, Michelle Singer, with whom he shares 3 children.
Shared more children.
Have you?
I've shared 7 or 8. I can't finish a whole one in one sitting. That's why I have to get them to go bags.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, you know what? Can I get 6 children for the table?
Mm-hmm.
That way you don't feel like a fatty for eating all of them yourself. Ain't that right, John? Fucking stupid. Oh, so stupid. Oh, it's good. Okay.
So Ghost of Mississippi was his next big one. It was kind of it was underwhelming
We
in
know.
the box office, but he's really proud of it because it is shown in middle school classes for teaching. So, right.
Not much anymore. But keep going. I get
Yeah.
into that, but keep going. Think very specifically about your words when you're talking about what movies are shown in schools, John. I'll burn
So
your books.
in '93, he sold Castle Rock to New Line Cinema for $650 million, and they had it with pride because of the success of Seinfeld, which emerged from its stable.
So what you're saying is Seinfeld was his bottom bitch?
Yes.
His stable
Oh,
of
yeah.
hosts?
Money wise? Oh yeah.
Here's the deal, John. That's what my bottom bitch does. Jerry, I need you to go out. I need you to recruit other shows for me, okay? Don't make me hit you again.
So he took a break for a while, came back in 2003, had a little bit of a flop with Alex and Emma, the movie that starred Luke Wilson and Kate Hudson.
Keep going. Remember, we're trying to be brief. Brevity.
I-
Brevity is our
I-
friend.
I'm
No,
yeah,
but when you're like Luke Wilson and Emma, we don't give a shit who's starring in it. Don't care.
So
Keep going.
2012, he went back to acting. He played the father, Bobby Day, of Zooey Deschanel's lead character, Jess, in New Girl. You know that show, right?
Bobby Deschanel, Zooey Deschanel, in the fucking thing of the New Girl. John, right. I just said stop saying names, and you said 4 in a row. If I could go cross-continental, I would whoop that ass.
All right, I have one more time where I'm going to say names. This is it. Ready?
No, but are you
next year?
This is the time you should think about it. But
no, this is good. I like this one. I can't.
Jesus
no, I can't.
Christ.
2012. He was in Wolf of Wall Street, which also included fellow directors Spike Jonze and Jon Favreau in the cast. And then he directed the political Shock and Awe, which we talked about. All right. So, final thing about Rob Reiner. He was involved in a variety of liberal political causes. He actively campaigned for early childhood education and healthcare, directing the television documentary I'm Your Child, and successfully advocating.
I'm going to advocate for retroactive abortion for non-humans. Not like you. You're great. John, I think you're doing John, I think you're doing real good. I'm not done yet. Jesus Christ, I would hate to not invite you to Christmas dinner. John, you're doing the best, buddy. Keep going. Give me some. What else you got?
So there's I Am Your Child. I did a callback. Anyway, he also successfully advocated for funding that was derived from a tobacco tax in California in '98. From 1999 to 2006, he directed the state agency responsible for distributing the funds. Reiner also campaigned for gay rights, notably joining the American Foundation for Equal Rights in the successful fight to overturn Proposition 8, a piece of legislation that had made gay marriage illegal in California. That happened in 2008, as you know.
And finally, that happened.
Yeah. Finally, one last thing. Rob Reiner is a big fan of the Beach Boys. That's it.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
No. Don't play messages.
The meathead. The meathead. The meathead. The meathead. Meathead. The meathead. 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 You are a meathead.
We're going to finish up this and go into the green room where we'll play all the messages. So let me just say the sources for this episode of Two Sided have been the Sleep Foundation, the Mayo Clinic, myclevelandclinic.org, Wikipedia, the National Health Services of the UK. Second segment, IMDb, Britannica, Turner Classic Movies, Film Reference, and Tribute.ca, which is Canada's movie entertainment website.
John. Sorry, no. Normally, my boy Pete would say, bullshit. Your references, you did not look up. And if you looked up, you didn't watch. And if you didn't watch, you did not research. If you didn't research, then who the fuck are you to list those references? I'm not that guy. Right? Hey, tonight, buddy, I'm on your side. My references are everything John said plus one. I'm just here for the conversation.
Well, with the end of this conversation in this episode, but continuing into the green room, my boy Pete, is there anything from this episode you'd like to take a second glance at, a second look, a second thought, a second opinion? This is Pete's Rejection Corner.
I would truly like to possibly second guess my choice of being the most supportive co-host that I've ever been. It's breaking my soul. But I think I can do it, and I think it's good for all humanity, and I know you like it. And like, think of it as a Mother's Day present, because I know you like bonnets and shit. So maybe I don't get you something this Mother's Day, and this is a drop in the bucket. You're welcome for listening.
And, well, thanks for listening, everybody. We have our open chat show live on stereo every Tuesday at our usual start time. So if you want to join us or want to throw some topics out there, email twosidedpod@gmail.com. That's TWO sidedpod@gmail.com. And for those listening live on the stereo app, stick around in this room for a continued chat in the green room right now for our after
Meaning,
show
don't
wind up.
leave. Don't
Don't
leave.
go away. Don't go away.
Stay
Wait,
here.
there's more. That's a wrap for tonight. I'm John L. Peacock out in Brooklyn, New York.
And I'm my stay here. Stay here. And I'm my boy Pete in Southern California.
And this was our show. You can eavesdrop wherever you get your podcasts and even join us live, both on our YouTube channel, handle at Two Sided Pod, TWO Sided Pod, all one word, and the stereo app every Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, as we talk about the two sides of life, the serious and the fun, here on Two Sided. Hey, thanks for being a good co-host there. I love you, Pete.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm a fan of yours, John. The whole supportive thing has now subsided. Good luck in the future.